1 are Dad, Dark Arm Dragon. 2, I could have sworn I was running 3, Syracuse, because I remember adding 3. That's weird. Thinking about running 2 Vayus. Comment and tell me if I should. 3 Blizzards. Basically a staple after the new deck listing. This is for May. I mean, this is the new in 2011, the new listing. Shiras. This is after Crow came out, so this is the most recent one. If you're watching this, unless you're watching this in like a year or so. DD Crow. A lot of people aren't running it on YouTube. Don't understand why. It's a pretty good card. 3 Boras, basically a I need a Morphine Jar number 2. Morphine Jar number 2. What it does is it basically it blows up their synchros and your synchros. But if they only have synchros and you set this thing, flips it up, destroys their synchros, and then you can get this guy in and then get like a guy out like him or something. Very good. Its effect is when it's flipped face up with this flip effect, all cards are returned to the deck, therefore all synchros are destroyed on the field. And you draw a card, you shuffle them, and then you draw cards until you have as many monsters that you return to your deck. And then you special summon the level 4 or lower ones, and then stop. And then you discard the rest of the cards. It's kind of weird, but it's a good card. It's just another little add-on that I went to a local tourney, and some guy edited my deck, and pretty cool. Clute, just 1. 2 Spirit Reapers. This is another card a lot of people overlook, but what it does is it when you set it, your opponent has to use a card to destroy it, because they can't just attack through it, so they have to destroy it with a card, and that wastes one of their cards that they could potentially use to destroy one of your good cards. A Gale. Basically a staple. That's it for monsters. This is a control blackwing deck, by the way. 2 MSTs. This one's pretty cool. I have parallel rare, original. It's like a cross. It has the cross on it. But it has 1. I'm running 1 Soul Exchange. If I shouldn't be, to comment and tell me so. But don't say this deck sucks, because that's just not cool. Dark Hole. Smashing Ground. Monster Reborn. Lightning Vortex. Lure of Darkness. Trying to get a second one, but Nobleman of Extermination. This card has saved me in multiple duels. It's good with when you're versing a deck like it's good whenever you're versing that Macros deck, that what's it called? Cosmic Macros or something. Macro Cosmo. It removes from play all your cards. You can use that to destroy their different dimensional fissure and stuff, and then remove from play all their cards. 1 enemy controller. You can run 2 or 3. I don't really. It's just an opinion whether or not you think it's good or not. Giant Trunade. This is a card that I've stumbled across. I think it's pretty good. Card for Black Feathers. It's basically a better version of Allure of Darkness. That's it for spells. Traps. 1 Wuboku. 1, trying to get another one so I can run 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. 1 Torrential. I have a proxy in here. This is a proxy for Solemn Judgment. I'm going to order one on Amazon here pretty soon. Mirror Force. Sekuretsu. 3 Icarus. 3 compulsory evacuation. You can use these on your monsters too. Like you can use it on a blizzard so you can normal summon the blizzard back and then get another blackwing from your graveyard. So these are awesome. You should definitely run these if you have a blackwing deck. I don't care what these guys on YouTube are telling you. Run these. These are important cards. Very, very good cards for blackwing decks. 2 more. Dust Tornado. And Call of the Haunted. People aren't running Call of the Haunted either. It's really weird. Some of these guys on YouTube, they don't. A lot of them know what they're talking about, but a lot of them don't too. It's like a lot of them know what they're talking about, but a lot of them don't know what they're talking about. And this isn't just my deck. You're not just hearing this from a kid who has a blackwing deck. You're hearing this from a kid who has a blackwing deck who has had people who are regional champions and national qualifiers, and people like just really good duelists who have helped with this deck. So you can run it or you don't have to run it. I don't really care. Here's the extra deck. Extra deck. 1 Stardust, just 1. I don't understand why people run multiple ones because it just, it's not worth it. 1 Silverwind. This is another one why I don't know why people run multiples. This is kind of pointless. Just 1 Red Dragon Archfiend. This was another one, I don't know why I'm running multiples, but one of the guys at the tournament told me to. 2 Blackwing Dragon. This one just going to fill until I get Armor Master, another card I'm going to get on Amazon, just to fill your 7-star slot. A X-Saber or a Bellum. 2 Blackwing Armed Wings. 1 Geonite. And this is another proxy. 1 proxy, not here, other side. This guy's a proxy, but the other 2 are real. Vortexes. That's a pretty important one too. See, Vortex you can also run in like a Dragoonity deck. It can be your 5-star monster that it requires a Winged Beast non-tuner. Here's my pug. See ya. Hello, it's Matt. Yeah, I got a haircut. Okay, here's the thing. Okay. I didn't check the ban listing. Now I only run 2 Icarus attacks. I'm starting to wonder if Allure of Darkness is worth it because it's like a gamble type card. When you can run... And yeah, and now I'm running 2 Noblemen. I put a proxy in for Noblemen. And of course a proxy in, which I have ordered one, so it's coming, along with 6 Duelist Crow booster packs. I'm probably going to put up the opening of that. It's Solemn Judgment. I added 1 Solemn Judgment. I took out an Icarus attack. I added in a Nobleman of Extermination. And then I added in a card for Black Feathers. I'm considering adding a second one. It just, I'm not sure. And could have sworn I was running 3 Sirocco. Maybe I accidentally took one out. I'll have to check. Other than that, I added in a Delta Crow, and I was thinking about taking a Giant Trunade. What do you guys think about Delta Crow taking out Giant Trunade? Adding a second Delta Crow and taking out Giant Trunade, or taking out Giant Trunade to add in a, I do have 45 cards in this deck. I find that 40 is really hard to stay by, unless you're like really good at making decks. It's just really hard to stay by it, and I mean, 45 cards means you just have this much more, that much more deck. Just a little tiny bit more deck. It's not enough to, that's how thick it is. It looks a lot more thick than it is, but yep, 45. I think it's okay. go over the